guys, hello and welcome to Bardock Gaming's tutorial series, and in this video series we're going to cover how to make your own map selector kind of island to where players will spawn into a hub area, select the game mode they want to play the rounds, the game, and then whenever they're done they'll come back to the hub area and then they can choose to play a different game mode or the same one that they chose previously. It's up to them. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. So to start, you're going to build your own hub area, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that we got the hub area built, you can use whatever theming you want. I chose to use something that had doors. It just kind of looked like a weird room with doors, basically. So the doors I want to use so that way I can lock them whenever they choose a particular. So basically, whenever your players spawn in, they'll choose one door and then the others will lock. So that way, multiple players can't be stuck on different game modes. And I'll show you how to do that. Just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and place a player spawner. No, I don't want that. I'm going to have it set up to where there's 8 players. So I'm going to need 8 player spawners. Okay. And I'll cover the settings on those in just a moment. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take a few minutes and go over some island settings real fast. Under mode, you're going to set the max number of players you want. I'm going to choose 8 for mine. It's going to be a set of 2 teams. I'm going to leave it at dynamic for now because depending on the game modes you have, you don't know if you're going to have, like, if you want a prop hunt in there, you know what I mean, or maybe like a sniper versus runners match or whatever. So I'm just going to leave that at dynamic for now, and you can change it for each team later. And I'm just going to set a, let's do 10 rounds. And leave that, team settings. Class settings. This is going to be very complicated when it gets to more game modes later, so I'm going to use a bunch of classes to distinguish between other things. So I'm going to set default class to 1, and my class 1 is going to be the generic class. So when they spawn in, they'll be class 1, and then if they spawn into a game mode that needs certain weapons or certain items, I'm going to do that with different classes. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Default, and I'm going to leave revert to default class at end of game. Okay. Join in progress. I'm going to go ahead and just pick spawn. Do that all. This I'm probably going to set the eliminated players items to delete. I'm going to turn the vehicle trick score modifier off just in case I do have a game mode that has score based victory and it has a vehicle in it. That way it can't do a backflip and get a bunch of points and then win the game because of that. I don't know what I have planned for the game modes themselves, but it's best to just go ahead and get that taken care of early on. Okay. I'm going to set that to 10 minutes. And I don't know what I want for any of this, so I'll set all that in game. And I'll mess with that all later, because like I said, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, so. Turn the sprint off. I'm going to turn that off for now. I don't think I need to mess with any of that. No self-damage. Pickups. Yes. Okay. Build mode. I'm going to leave that to the default setting for now. Each game mode, I can go in and change it for each team or class later. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. And I'm going to turn off environment damage, fire, and structure damage. Basically so they can't destroy the buildings or the environment that they're in and break out and go into areas that you don't want them to be in. Leave that to score. I'm going to set the max trackers in HUD to 6. Whether I use all 6 or not, that's something I can cross later. But I can have it to where they can have up to 6. That's all fine. Nameplate, not going to change anything in there. Map, not going to change anything in there. And scoreboard, I'm going to change these just so there's not as much time between rounds. Jump that down to like 7 seconds. And score and eliminations for now. And the rest of this I don't have to mess with. Okay. So now that I got that set up, let's try setting up little locking systems. Okay. So there's a few ways you can do this. You're going to need a couple different devices. You need a lock device here. Let's see. Also going to do what is that called? If I can find it here. Conditional button. That's it. Okay. Alright, there's a couple different ways to do it, like you said. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to place a lock on each of these doors. Just make sure when you put it on there it turns blue. It doesn't matter where at it's on the door, because whenever I set all the settings on the lock device, they're going to be invisible. So as long as it turns blue, you're good. And that one did not. Very touchy. Come on. No. What? There. Okay. Now that I got a lock device on each of these, I'm going to need a way for them to open. So I'm going to have it set to where the doors are closed and locked, and that they need to use this little conditional button to open them. Let's place a conditional button next to each of the doors. That's not straight. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay. And last but not least, not bad. Okay, so now we're going to change some of the settings in here. And that one doesn't look straight, because it's not. Still not straight. Alright, good enough. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and change the lock. And I'm going to name each of the doors. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way, whenever it gets complicated later, I know which door I'm unlocking. So we're going to call this door lock 1. Visible in game, turn that off. Here we go. Initial door position is going to be closed. And starts locked, yes. So make sure you can't see the little lock device. It starts closed, and it starts locked. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'll go ahead and mess with this first. So this is, what was it call this conditional button for door 4 or door 1. Okay. Now here we go. This is what we're going to get in depth. The team, doesn't matter, can be used by anybody. Allow interaction, yes. Interact time, I'm going to set for like 2 seconds. Where it says interact text is where I'm going to, whatever map I have tied to this particular door, that's what I'll put there. So if I have like a sniper versus runners, it'll say sniper versus runners, and that way they know what they're getting into when they open the door. But I don't have anything set up yet. I can change all the settings later. Okay. I'm going to have it to where they have a key card when they come in, and then everybody has 1. And then whoever unlocks whatever door first will get to do it, but everybody else will not. Okay, visible during game, yes. Okay, now we're going to do that same thing to all of the doors. I'm going to call this door number 2. So this will be door lock 2. And it's going to be closed. It is not going to be invisible during game and starts locked. And this is conditional button door 2. Can be used by anyone. Interact time of 2 seconds. Require holding item. Actually, they don't need to be holding it. I actually need to change that other one. They just need to have it in their inventory. Could change that on the other one. Okay. Oh. And on activated, we're going to send an event to that door lock 2 to unlock and open it. Okay, I need to do that over here. Door 1, unlock it, and open it. Okay, and then I need to change the thing where they have to have it held. Okay. Alright, this is door lock 3. It's going to be closed, not seen, and locked. This is door number 3. Unlock it. And open it. Cool. And this is the last but not least. Door lock 4. Alright. Okay. So now that we got that set up, and they'll need an item which I'm going to place here in just a second. Some consumables actually, and it's a card. And you can just pick any really item, even just a regular key, if you use that key. Which I'll go ahead and. Why can't I? What if I just equip it? Oh, sweet. It's in my inventory right there. So I stand over here and drop that key. And the door lock will pick it up. Excellent. And I need. Wonder if I can get a bunch of them. Nice, I can. So, whatever device you need, whatever item you choose. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. I'll need them to have 6 keys. If I just drop it. Sweet. Okay. And one more. Okay. So now that each door requires a key, I'm going to go ahead and place a team settings and inventory. Go ahead and place a couple of them real fast. Come on. Yeah, moving real fast. We'll just call this team 1. Settings. And team 1. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure it grants items. The grant item and respawn, I'm probably going to have that turned off so that way it doesn't consistently grant it. Grant condition. Always on grant behavior, clear all. The rest of it I'll leave. And team 2. Okay. I'm going to move this over here. Move it away a little bit so I don't keep dropping in the same spot. Okay. Alright. That's not what I wanted. I'll probably pick it up too. Give me the key. Awesome. And do that over here. So now, whether you're on Team 1 or Team 2, when you spawn in, you'll have a key. And there's one more thing I need to set up before I playtest it. And that is to make it to where when they activate one conditional button, it disables all of the others so they can only open one door. And to do that, we're going to come in here, you go to this settings, and you're going to hit disable when receiving from all the other doors. So this is door 2, so whenever you get something from door 1 on activated, disable it. And do the same thing for all the others. This should be door 2, this should be door 3. And then door 4. Okay, so now when you activate any 1, 3, or 4, you can't use door 2. And we'll do that to every single one. This is door 3. So on door 1 activated, door 2 activated, and door 4 activated. Okay. And this is door 4, so likewise 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that should be all of them. And it's not. I need one more. So, okay, so now this should be ready for me to play test. Let's see what happens. Spawned in here. Do I have my key? I do. I have one key. And this is all locked. One's locked. Locked. And locked. Okay, so with my one key, I can interact. Should take 2 seconds. Opens the door, and all the others should be disabled. Yeah, good. They're all disabled now. Good. I didn't use my key, did it? No. That's okay. Because I can make that to where it's interactive. So now, that's all looking good. A couple settings that can change. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set up the teleporters that are gonna set it up to whatever map that you decide. So we're gonna go ahead and go into your devices, set up a teleporter device. Oops, you're gonna need a couple of them, so we'll just drop a couple of them. You're going to set them in this tile, because we're going to build a little thing around it to where they can't just wander off. As long as it's in that tile, kind of centered, it should be fine. Okay. in there. Okay. Oh, I had it right the first time. It's not in there either. Okay. Now I got all those set up. Alright, let's try that. I got my key. Can interact with it. I guess I didn't mess with the settings in that one. But it did disable the rest of those. I guess I missed one. Figure which one it is. It's not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Ah, there it is. Door lock 4. Unlock. And oh. Glad I found it. That would have kind of sucked. Just double check, make sure I got all of them. Okay. Try it again. Opens the door to the room with the teleporter in it. Excellent. And it'll teleport me into a room that I cannot escape from. Just like it should. Okay, awesome. I don't have a teleporter target for it set up, so it just teleports me to any of the other ones right now. Which is fine, is what it's kind of supposed to do. Okay, now as for the player spawners, you can set them up, Team 1 and Team 2. I'll just do half of them Team 1 and half of them Team 2. Visible in game, turn that off. And the rest of it should be fine. And I'm just going to place these in different spots. Place them in like the corners or whatever. A couple of them in each corner. Oh. Probably be a lot easier actually if I just copy pasted these. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll keep changing the settings on all of them. And this one's going to be team 2. And not visible in game. Okay, so I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. So that's all good. Players on team 1 will spawn over on that side. Players on team 2 will spawn on that side. I think it's a good ending point for this particular video. Just kind of show you how to make the hub area with the teleporters and locking devices and how to get all that set up. The next video will cover how to get your players to spawn into other areas that you create. Okay. There we go. That was weird. Alright, now next video will cover how to get players to spawn into other areas that you create in this vast world over here. I did pick a grid island extra large, so I have plenty of room to build my little hub area and all the different game modes that I choose wherever I want. So you'll have each teleporter tied to a different map area with its own settings, and I'll show you how to do all that in later videos. But for now, we'll stop here with the hub area and the team settings and inventory for that particular device and how to lock everything and make sure that all that's working fine. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and happy creating.